Sarah. Hello.
This is my first birthday. The man I am reaching for behind the camera is my father. I only had my father for the first 8 years of my life, and most of my memories are of him behind the lens. Being only 8 years old when he passed away, it is difficult for me to recall the times we spent together. Now, 10 years later, I find myself asking the question, who was my father? So much of what I know of my father has been shown to me through film.
Sarah. Hey, that's what you're doing.
My memories of his voice come through hours of footage I have of him filming me growing up. It is difficult for me to really remember who my dad was, and I feel through the archives I have, his memory and meaning can potentially live on.
Who's there? Hello, mate. Did you wave hello to Pop?
Although, just like the photos and videos I have, my memories are fading, and I feel I need more to really connect with him. While I feel extremely lucky that Dad was a filmmaker, with so much of my childhood captured on film, I don't believe that I can reconstitute him through these memories alone. I think you need the good and the bad, and the real stories that film doesn't capture to really know a person. I decided the best way to do this was to ask close family and friends of Dad to know what he meant to them.
When I first met your father, I don't think I was terribly impressed because of his hairstyle, and he was a bit artistic, a bit too artistic for the sort of people that I'd been used to in my life. But after I'd met him a few times and got to know him, he was one of the finest gentlemen I've ever met. And I really and truly mean that. He is a guy who I thought would have been an absolutely terrific father. He had the right values in life, and he tried to make sure that he looked after his wife, he looked after his family, his kids. He had a liking for boating, he had a liking for motorbike racing, he used to race motorbikes. He was all in all not just an artistic guy, but a real down-to-earth guy at the same time. And I thought that was pretty amazing for somebody who I didn't really, when I first met him, think that I was ever going to have a very good relationship with. I thought he was a great guy.
I learned a lot about filming, about shooting, about making vision, from him at that stage. What his forte was, I believe, was actually getting in and getting something quickly, assessing a situation, because it's difficult. Filmmakers and cinematographers sometimes have a lot of time to get the right shot. They look at the light, they look at this. But Coops was the sort of guy that actually cut his teeth getting the right shot at the right moment, then and there, and then moving on to the next one. And that's what was brilliant about him. I really learned a lot from him because of that.
While speaking to the men in my dad's life was a valuable insight into the person that he was, I found it did not help my personal journey to come to know him as a daughter. Through the experience of filming and meeting with these people, I have begun to realise that perhaps it is our shared passion for filmmaking that connects me with Dad the most. That through my filmmaking and through experiencing his films, the meaning of my relationship with my father can be continued on. Like him, I love how film can express so much more than the simple scenes that are shown. While filmmaking does not bring Dad back into my life, it is a way I can be with him again, and I feel he is always a part of my filmmaking journey. As I get older and milestones pass, I've learnt that there are times and events in my life I have to experience without my father, and that no matter who I talk to or what childhood videos that I watch, I'll never have him back or ever truly get to know the man who helped to bring me into this world. As I continue to grow in both experience and age, I will use film as my connection with my father and know that through my creative explorations I am with him again. However, while this may connect me with my father in a spiritual sense, I will always feel the loss of not having him to share the milestones in my life with me.